Hey guys, John here from Sonic Drive Studio. I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out the ESP LTD Phoenix-7 Baritone Black Metal. What an awesome guitar, I'm very excited. But before we dive in, let's take a listen to how this monster sounds with a clip of this guitar going through my ENGL Fireball 100. Let's check it out. Alright, so that was the Phoenix on the active voicing of the Fishman Fluence Modern. So that's voice 1 through the lead channel of my ENGL Fireball 100 through the OwnHammer RockBox DV-NT7716A pack, which is based on a DV-77 by Eminence. And yeah, it sounded pretty crushing and huge. So I recently posted my unboxing video of this guitar on the channel, and it was a very special one for me. I'm a huge ESP LTD fan, in case you didn't know. I think I have about 19 of them, 9 of which are Phoenixes. I just love the uniqueness of those models, and I love the different lines, the black metal lines, the Arctic metal, and the Deluxe 1000s as well. And this 7-string baritone version was the only one that I didn't have yet, and the folks from ESP Guitars and Sound Service in Germany, who are the distributor for ESP in Europe, were kind enough to send this over to me. And I couldn't be happier because this guitar is simply amazing. So I'm really grateful to the folks over at ESP Guitars and Sound Service. We'll check out some more sound clips in a minute, but first let's take a closer look at this guitar. And the one I have here is made in Indonesia. And I have a bunch of guitars from Indonesia now, and the quality is just basically the same as the ones from Korea. And of course, this is one of the black metal models. So it's all black, and it's basically a satin black finish, so it feels really smooth. And since it's a baritone 7-string, of course it has 7 strings, but the scale length is 27 inches, which is of course great for lower tunings. And it's basically great for the tunings that I like to use for my 7-string baritones, and that is B flat standard or drop A flat. I have it strung up with Elixir Strings, which is my favorite brand of strings. I have a set of 10s for the low 6 strings, and then for the low string I'm using a .68. Now the guitar has locking tuners, of course, and we have extra jumbo stainless steel frets. And this guitar also has a neck-through construction, which is great for the tone and the sustain of the guitar, and the fact that the strings go through the body over here also helps with the resonance. The body wings are made out of mahogany, and we do have a maple cap on this one. And that's not something you see with all the Phoenixes. Most of them just have a mahogany body, basically. But I like the fact that they added a maple cap on this model. The neck is a 3-piece mahogany neck as well. And of course, the fretboard is made out of ebony, Macassar ebony to be precise. And it's very smooth and nice and black. And as I mentioned, the pickup, this single pickup, is a Fishman Fluence Modern ceramic pickup. And I must say that I do think that this is the perfect pickup for this guitar. I've really come to love these Fishman Fluence pickups, And especially in extended range guitars, I really like them because of how they tighten up the tone. So they are great for having a very defined tone, even with lower tunings. And having those two voicings available just makes this guitar that much more versatile. Oh, and by the way, you may have noticed already that I have some foam up here, which I basically only use to mute unwanted resonant sounds, basically. I do that on all my guitars. It's just standard practice for me. But how good is this guitar? Honestly, this is probably the best sounding and playing 7-string guitar that I've ever played. In terms of feel, it's just perfect, and in terms of sound, it's great as well. As I said, the pickup just really works well in this guitar, and the wood of this guitar is very resonant and loud. With great sustain as well. And that whole body wood resonance thing is just very important to me, and I personally do think that it matters a great deal. Who wants to play a dead sounding plank? The fretwork is also really good. The frets on this guitar are just perfect. They are very nicely leveled, and I've got the action on the guitar very nice and low, which is what I like. And of course with a very minimal amount of fret buzz, basically no fret buzz. So there are no high or dead spots across the frets, so that's really nice. And yeah, this thing just feels really good in the hands. It feels like a pretty massive neck, kind of almost as if you're playing on an 8-string in a way, but I think that it feels very comfortable, and it's also quite a flat neck as well. So yeah, it's just great to play, and it really feels like a quality instrument in the hand. I also haven't found any cosmetic issues or anything like that, so in my opinion, this guitar is basically perfect. Plus, it looks amazing too. I mean, look at this beauty. Okay, let's explore some more tones. In the intro, you heard this guitar on the active voicing, so voice 1, through the ENGL Fireball 100. But now I want to try the passive voicing, so that's voice 2. You get that when you pull up the volume pot. And this time I'm going to run the guitar through the ENGL Savage 120 Mark II on the lead channel with that same OwnHammer DV77IR. Let's take a listen. Awesome stuff. This guitar really sounds great, doesn't it? It's kind of nuts actually how good this guitar sounds. In any case, it's a really inspiring instrument to play. I also want to show you guys how this guitar sounds with a clean tone. And for that purpose, I like to use the passive voicing as well, so voice 2, because of the fuller low end and the dynamics of that voicing. So let's check that out in B flat standard once again through the Savage, but this time on the clean channel, with a sort of edge of breakup clean tone. And I'm going to put the Laney Black Country Customs Secret Path reverb pedal in the loop as well for a little bit of ambience. Let's check it out. Beautiful. So that was the wonderful and brutal ESP Phoenix-7 Baritone Black Metal. I freaking love this thing, and I'm never ever gonna get rid of it. It's just the perfect guitar for me, so yeah, I'm super stoked about this thing. And thank you again so much to ESP Guitars and Sound Service for making this happen. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on this guitar, because I'd love to know. And of course, also please hit the like and subscribe buttons, as that really helps the channel out. You can also follow Sonic Drive Studio on Facebook and Instagram, by the way. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Cheers!